nearly 50 million people traveling this weekend. There is bound to be some travel trouble out there, whether you're hopping on a plane, train, or in an automobile.
Right, we've seen traffic kind of increase without a holiday weekend, right? So you can also expect some sticker shock at the pump. Gas prices averaging $1 more than they were this very time last year. Joining us live from Queens, right along the Grand Central Parkway, one of our favorites, AAA Northeast spokesperson Robert Sinclair with a preview of the holiday crunch. Good morning, Robert. Can you hear us?
Good morning. Robert Sinclair reporting from East Elmhurst.
You look like a
regular reporter right there. So, Robert, let's get into it because this weekend is supposed to be the busiest that we've seen over 15 months, right? People cooped up. They want to get out. They want to go somewhere. What exactly is it going to look like?
Oh, it's going to be very busy indeed. We're seeing the second highest number traveling all time at 47 million. 2019 was the highest, but the number of motor vehicle trips, 91% of everyone who's going to be taking a trip will be driving to their destination, more than 43 million. That is the highest all time. And that, in spite of the fact that we're seeing gasoline prices that are the highest since 2014.
Well, what do you attribute it to? Is it just people feeling more comfortable, the more vaccinations that we're seeing across the country?
Very definitely, as the restrictions are being lifted and more people being vaccinated, they are emboldened to take a trip. And we've been cooped up for 15 minutes. People are like they've escaped from jail and they want to get out and do something. And there's the so-called revenge travel phenomenon, and we're seeing that manifested during the 4th of July with people that are taking a trip for July 4th that might not normally take a trip. So they're taking a trip, they're spending more money, they're staying longer, and it's really going to be busy as a result.
15 months is a long time to not go somewhere, right? So where are people going? Are they going to Jersey Shore? Like, where do you expect to be the worst roadways locally?
Well, according to the AAA analysis, our travel bookings, our trip tick requests, our map requests, Cape Cod is number 1, Newport is number 2, the Adirondacks number 3, Jersey Shore and the Hamptons are tied for 4, and believe it or not, the Outer Banks, 1,000 miles away, is tied for 5. Now, you consider the Cape, the Cape Cod trip is about 400 miles, and if your vehicle gets 25 miles per gallon, you burn about 16 gallons. That'll cost you about $52. Even the trip to the Outer Banks, the 1,000 miles, you're going to burn about $130 in gasoline.
That's a deal.
That's not bad, all things considered. You might spend more than that on a particular meal. So for someone to be able to spend that for transportation, it's really kind of a bargain.
It truly is. Okay, so let's talk about trying to avoid some of these traffic headaches. We've been told that 3 o'clock today and after some of the most travel times today. What about coming back home? When should we avoid the highways?
Generally, return day Monday from 6 p.m. to midnight is going to be the worst. So you can travel outside those hours, leave earlier that day, or come back the next day. You'll avoid a lot of traffic. But today is going to be murder, 3 to 5 p.m. You know the usual suspects, the Cross Bronx Expressway, the BQE, 440 out on Staten Island. All the roads are going to be very busy. We're seeing traffic all the time these days. The number of vehicles registered in the city of New York went up by more than 200,000 during the pandemic, and the same thing in the city on Long Island. And people are not riding Metro North, Long Island Railroad, the subway, so what are they doing? They're getting in their cars.
Hold up, Robert. You just said the number of registered vehicles went up by 200,000. Why do you think that is?
People were trying to avoid contact with those who might have the virus. So they didn't want to ride the subway. They didn't want to ride Long Island Railroad. They want to ride, but they get into their vehicle. And the authorities during the pandemic were saying that is the safest way of travel. You're isolated from other people. You have to be careful when you get to the rest areas and when you pump your gasoline. But otherwise, private motor vehicles, safest way of travel. And people voted in droves with that being the choice and bought lots of new vehicles. That's why we're seeing shortages now.
It's the domino effect. All right.
I mean, think about it. On a daily basis, just leaving New York City, right? Just leaving New York City, it seems like the rush hour times have changed altogether. We came to talk about holiday travel, but are you seeing a change and a shift? I just have to ask you while we have you. A change and a shift in commuting times? I feel like it's different.
Absolutely. When you guys would call me during the day, I would say, look, sometime between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., I can get to wherever I need to go in the tri-state area. Now that's probably 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So the morning rush lasts longer. The afternoon rush starts sooner and lasts longer. So it's really busy all the time. And engineers, traffic engineers, Sam Schwartz, Gridlock Sam, saying that we have more traffic now than before the pandemic.
Right.
And before the pandemic was the worst in New York City history. So we're seeing the worst traffic in New York City history right now.
Well, there's a study that came out that said New York City has now been named #1 in the country over LA, right? You used to hear about the LA Carmageddons.
Congratulations, folks. And a big congrats to you, Robert.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining the news team. You look like a regular reporter out there. You're hired.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. It's a dream come true. Look right at the camera. Thanks so much for having me. And please be safe out on the road.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive. Wear your seatbelt. Obey the speed limits. Please, please, please.
As always, Robert Sinclair from AAA. He is not a part of the team, but look, he looks like a regular part of the team. Good to see you.